So I thought I would go live a little bit early today just so I could let everybody come into the chat, and because I know a few of you yesterday said that you missed it. So I am going to give everybody a second to in, and yeah, I'm gonna get things set up. I'm gonna pull up my chat and all on here. Oh, hey. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you either. Like I said, I'm pulling up my chat right now. I'm just getting ready before we get started. Hey! Hey, Casey, how are you? Thank you for stopping by again. You helped me so much yesterday, for real. Like, you gave me the courage, honestly, to do this. And I thought, okay. And by the way, like, I am. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Zach. Yes, the hair is crazy. Okay, so I'm outside and I might be sweaty. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with it and it's fine. I actually love to be outside, you guys, and I don't hate it, so I hope you guys don't hate it. Hey, Beth. Hey, Michael. How are you? Let me pull the chat up while we get started. Let's see. And I keep pushing the wrong button. Okay. But like I said, I'm going to let everybody kind of come in, and I guess I thought I could manage this from here. I'm still learning very much. All right, we'll just go this way. We'll go old school on it. All right. I'm glad you're doing good, Michael. Hey, Star, how are you too? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, I don't know if I look beautiful, but I got, we're here. We're here, and that's all that matters at this point. So what I want to do is I want to go through the signs, of course, today. We're going to do a reading through all the zodiac signs. But I kind of have some stuff written down because of the month of July. I wanted to go through it. I wasn't able to do July videos for all the zodiacs, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So I feel like through the lives, I'm going to be able to kind of talk about this stuff, and then you guys can ask questions and stuff too. I'm not a certified astrologer or anything like that. I kind of read it intuitively, just like I do everything else. So I'm not, an expert or anything. But I love it. I love looking at it and seeing what's happening and going on. So I hope you guys don't mind me bringing all that up. And if I look over here, it's so I can read the comments. Life a... Okay, I can't say it. I'm sorry. And I'm the worst at pronouncing stuff. Life as Elsa. Duh. Okay. Sorry. I hope you're doing good. Please excuse me. And we are in Mercury retrograde, and I'm telling you guys, it's been affecting me a lot. That's one reason why I kind of want to just stop doing the videos a little bit too. It was like the words were not coming out that I needed. But all right, so I'm gonna let a few more people come in, and I got notes like we're in a conference right now. Like, I don't know. So let me know where you guys are coming from, though. I want to know where y'all are at and how you're doing and those sort of things. Flora de Honor. Philippines. I saw the flora and I was like, okay, I thought that was Philippines. My grandmother, actually, her best friend growing up was from the Philippines, and I don't know, my grandma's friends, family, and us are really, really close now. I don't know. I haven't been able to visit, but I would really like to. Oh, we got Texas, New York, California, Texas, yeah. California, United Kingdom, nice. I'm not from Alabama. I've just been here like 17 years of my life. I'm actually from Ohio, but I met my husband here, and the rest is history. But I want to visit United Kingdom. I want to go to the Philippines. I want to go. I've never actually been past Mississippi, to be honest. Um, I would love to go out west. I really want to end up in Arizona at some point. Yeah, I definitely want to come to the UK. That's been something I've wanted to do for a long time. And I actually had my passport and everything, but it just hasn't happened yet. All right. Okay. The other thing I was going to say too, if you guys wanted to ask a question, I have some links for donations. So the questions will be based off donations, whatever you can give, whatever you want to do. Just anything helps, honestly. But I do want to answer questions after we go over the zodiacs. If you do that, please leave me a message so I can see. And I'm going to actually write it down on my handy dandy paper in a key. So yes, Arizona. That's what I've heard. Arizona, that you know, there's certain parts that are beautiful. We actually were looking for land out there because me and my husband have this idea of creating a space for everybody to kind of come to and be able to chill out and get away from it all, kind of thing, and just have, you know, sustainable kind of homes. And this is the big dream eventually, but we've been kind of looking at things out there in Arizona. Hopefully one day, hopefully in the next couple years is what I'm thinking that'll happen and unfold. Just any questions that you would have, you know, psychic questions, readings, you know, anything that you need to know. I can look into the cards. I do it intuitively. Yeah, just anything really. Yes, like a community. So the goal is to create several homes. I think they're called what, earthships, and then they also have some like adobe houses as well too that we were looking at. But putting several of them on the land and letting people come onto the land and able to, like, you know, they don't have to worry about money. They don't have to worry about food. The food would be there. You just come and hang out and kind of discover yourself. You know, get out in nature and not have to worry, because me and him both really believe that, like, the stresses of the day-to-day really wear us down and keep us from, you know, knowing who we truly are. So having a place like that for people would be really cool. Plus, we could all hang out. So I like that idea. Hey, from India. What is your spiritual path? I have to look into that for sure. Spiritual path. Well, I know one thing. Everybody's spiritual path is to align with their highest purpose. And so that means removing anything that doesn't align with this. Anything that doesn't align with love. Love is the highest vibration that you can be on. So anything in your life that is not of a loving vibration will start to be removed. And you'll see it happen little by little. But, you know, a spiritual path it is kind of more in detail. I do Akashic readings for stuff like that. You may have a purpose while you're here. Those kind of things. That is a more in-depth question, though. I lost a bet with my mom today, and I have to take her out to eat. That's cool, though. You get to spend time with her. Yeah, I mean, I like my mom. I don't talk to her that much. She's in Ohio, but I would love to spend time with my mom, so definitely do that all you can. But you lost a bet with her? What kind of bet? Kalia, is that your name? Hey, thank you for joining. So I guess I'll get started in just a second. If you wanted a person you mentioned, it's just how you... Yeah, I'll do some readings on here if you guys want. I have the donation information in my description. If you wanted to, you know, write in the messages, you know, your question, I can do it here. If you want a personal reading, I do $5 question readings, and yeah, you can just email me those if you want to. Definitely. Life path numbers. I know I'm a 4. What are your guys' numbers? Which I thought was crazy, honestly. No, I don't think it's crazy. I know why it's a 4. It has to do with family. And, of course, family is the one thing I avoid in my life. My personal family. Ooh, a 9. 2 9s. An 11. Okay. Those are good. Actually, my son is a 9. I've looked those up. An 11. A 3. And the 1. I don't think I've looked up 1. I think that's the one I haven't looked up yet. 9, when my son, he's 14, when he read it, he was like, he knew he was an old an old soul, like, immediately, and he's kind of been, I don't know, overthinking it a little bit, where he's like, this is my last incarnation on Earth, kind of things, and I've kind of had to slow him down a little bit. But my son is definitely an old soul, for sure. He actually had him a week before my birthday. And I don't know, we just get along really well. We think the same and everything, so. Life path numbers, I can get online and look. If you Google life path number, look at me. It has to do with your birth date. So you put your birth date together, but you have to add up all the numbers, and then sometimes you reduce them back down. It depends on what it ends up as. Yes, and I'm sweating. I'm sorry, guys. I think I looked, it was 92 here, but that's just what the temperature is. But this has just really happened in the last couple days since we've hit July. Yep, you're right. Exactly, that is exactly how you do it. All right, I'll get into our zodiac readings so we can see what's going on. So this is going to be for July 2nd. We're going to see what comes through. Looks like it's going to rain here, actually, too. So we're going to start with Aries. So Aries, this month in July, Saturn is going back into your 10th house. So this is about career, your legacy, how you look to the public, your legacy, these sort of things. So this can be a really big month for you, Aries. It's going to be very important. I do feel that around the full moon, you guys are going to have some opportunities come up. You're going to be presented an opportunity to do something that's kind of out of your element. And, you know, you'll have to make the choice if you want to do this or not. But this opportunity will lead to more. Now, with this, I feel that some of your guys' family will not fully agree, because you guys are also dealing with a lot of karmic family stuff too, healing the past and stuff, so you can move forward. So it really does come down what you want to do, how you want to move forward. But dealing with your mother, your father, that's going to be a big deal this month in July. And I wrote down conflict at home around the full moon. So just, you know, be aware of it, because it may come up, and if it does, all you have to do is, you know, pull back, make sure that you're doing everything out of love, you know, your highest good. Don't just react. We have Aries back, or Mars back in Aries, so that can make any of us more aggressive, not just Aries. You know, we're all dealing with that at this point. So, and I forgot to light my incense, you guys. I'm gonna do that. All right. So we're just gonna see what's going on with Aries for July 2nd. Let me know if that's too loud or anything. I have the microphone like right there, and that was my husband in the background making the super loud noise. All right, so we want to go Aries, July 2nd, Sun, Moon, Rising. What is coming through for Aries? What information, what messages from Spirit are coming through for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising for July 2nd. This card kept wanting to come out today. Okay. So Aries, I feel like you are learning to detach from something. There's a situation that you're trying to step away from and making decisions. You guys are really in your head right now about somebody, possibly an air sign, that is coming through. And you've really had to kind of hold yourself back. I say that like I feel like you could almost, I don't want to say attack, but there could be a conflict, but you've actually been holding yourself back from, you know, having this conflict with this person. And you're ready to kind of detach from this situation right now, because you know it's not healthy for you anymore. Like you're ready to step away and walk away at this point. But definitely, okay, I have the Devil in reverse here. So I feel like you're ready to leave, you know, like I said, detach yourself from this situation right now. But we are seeing the Two of Swords. You may be reuniting with someone else from the past here soon too in the next couple days, because this is coming through as a positive thing for me. You know, you may make the decision that, you know, this other situation is no good for you. It's better that you know, maybe make up with someone from the past or someone else that it just feels like there's someone from the past that is coming back through, but you also have this other situation that you are leaving behind. And you're having to really kind of control that inner Aries, that inner fire in you, you know, to kind of, you know, say what you mean. And I don't want to say lash out, but I don't feel like that's what you guys are doing right now. I also feel this person has really, this other person, which I feel is like an air sign. I was getting the Page of Swords here. Whenever I see the Page of Swords, I think of somebody that's immature, that, you know, a lot of times I see them as they're spying on you on the internet, you know, through social media kind of thing, and, you know, making judgments that way. So this person I feel like you really want to detach from. You can just see that it's not a healthy relationship anymore. I'm also getting that some of you are leaving jobs because they're unhealthy. I just looked back at the Devil in reverse, and I feel like you guys are detaching yourself from a toxic, you know, job environment too, which is perfectly fine, because I feel like in July, like I was saying, excuse me all, that you guys are going to be moving forward with something else. You're going to have other opportunities coming through for you. Now this will affect your family a little bit, but, you know, being able to balance your life out and maybe not just making money or, you know, doing things because they have to be done kind of thing. You're doing this for yourself. I feel like you guys have been at a standstill for a while, not sure what to do. And in July, you're going to have the courage to let go and to step up and start doing the things that you really want to. Go back to, you know, stuff that really made you happy. And I feel like you guys can feel that now. All right, let me read some of these. Gave you all the numbers. Sorry, y'all. Which sign is more accurate? I honestly combine all three of mine a lot of times, and that's like I can usually resonate with all three, and I can put them together, and that's what will usually work the best. Or sometimes you will just resonate with one more than another. I feel like it has to do with the energy that is going on anyway, and, you know, what's going on around, like what is kind of more activated, you know, what side of you is kind of more awoken, that energy, those sort of things. So, you know, it has to do with intuition and, like I said, kind of putting all those things together. Because honestly, we are all the signs. You know, we're just going through this, you know, to wake up kind of thing. Going through each of these zodiacs to kind of wake up, to learn our lessons, karmic lessons in this life. And so we can move forward. So we are going to, you're saying rising, yeah. I do like my rising sign a lot, actually. It is pretty accurate. I am a Taurus rising. Aquarius sun. Cancer, Sun, Aries, rising. Yeah. All right, Taurus. This month, Saturn is going retrograde in your 9th house. So this is about you rediscovering your beliefs. And so I had this feeling that Taurus has been going through, well, because I just said I was Taurus rising, you guys have been going through a time with your beliefs and kind of seeing what is real. You know, you're seeing all this going on and you're not sure anymore. But in July, I feel like you're going to start to make some, you know, have some new beliefs, open your eyes. You know, the wool and everything, the curtain's going to be lifted in the month of July for you. So, Cancer's in your 3rd house as well too, so you're going to actually have to start trusting your emotions a little bit more. You're merging your intellect with your emotions this month, where before it was more like, okay, is this practical? Can I see it kind of thing? I want to, you know, physically see it. This month is going to be more about you using that intuition and that intellect at the same time. Let's see. Like I said, I wrote down notes. So the full moon is in that 9th house as well too. You're gonna want to have fun. You're gonna want to go out. You're gonna want to just like let your hair down, because you're probably overwhelmed with everything that is going on. Don't get overwhelmed with doing too much though, but definitely go out and have a good time. I feel like I feel that it will help a lot to kind of ease up some things in your mind. And then the new moon is in Cancer for you in your 3rd house. And I feel like you guys are going to start like a new course, or you're going to learn something new this month. You know, maybe take a course online is what I'm thinking. Those sort of things. Let's see what's coming through for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see. What information is coming through for Taurus? Taurus, you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now. I'm getting a lot of reverses today. Let's see. So you actually got the Devil in reverse also. So once again, and since you are close to Aries, I can see it. A lot of times the signs overlap. I mean, it's very possible. So you're letting go of something, and we are talking about letting go of beliefs for you guys too. But I feel that you're very overwhelmed and you're ready to just kind of let go, let your hair down. You're ready to just do something different. I do sense that there's been something that you've walked away from in this, past, in the recent past, that's what I'm trying to say, that you have walked away from and you've been thinking about. You kind of look back on it sometimes, but it's really time for you to move forward and kind of step away from that. I would say, Taurus, that like I'm saying, there's a lot of stuff you're kind of hanging on to right now, and it is overwhelming you more than just moving forward. And actually, I'm going to draw on the Fool. You're kind of afraid to move forward is what I'm getting. I actually got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it's like you're supposed to be moving forward, but you're not. But I would say that Spirit is coming through and saying it's time to let this thing that happened in the past go. If it was a relationship, if it was somebody that was close to you that you had to let go of, it's definitely time to let go of them and move forward. I feel for some of you that this had to do, like I said, with someone you were in a relationship with. That's what just came through to me. And you found out that they weren't the best for you. And even though I feel that a lot of you have been with this person for a while, it was just time to let them go. You knew that they were actually hurting you more than harming you. Let's see. I got my stuff mixed up here. And let me go back to here. Okay. Let me go back up here. Oh, somebody don't like me. That's for sure. Bye, honey. I don't know why. Okay, I think I'm a Taurus rising or Aries, I'm not sure. You can use both of the signs if you really want to. Like I said, put them together. Yes, Astrology Cafe, they do have a good birth chart calculator. There's another one, AstroSeek is what I use too. That's a really good one. They have a lot of good definitions and stuff. I don't have a moderator, obviously. Let's see. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I knew it was going to happen eventually. I was thinking it because I've watched other channels and they're like, where's the moderator? Where's the moderator? And I'm thinking that's probably going to be important eventually. So you guys see that it just got really dark here. I think it's about to storm. But that's all right. We're rolling through. All right, Gemini. So Saturn is in your 8th house this month. So fears, addictions, habits, these sort of things are going to be brought to the surface this month. Finances need restructured, and then partnerships are going to kind of be front and center for you guys. So the things that kind of make you feel out of control are going to be showing up this month, so you can kind of gain control again. And that's what I'm saying. Fears, habits, these sort of things are going to become a big deal for you guys, just so you can work on them and move forward and, you know, move to your highest level, that highest vibration kind of thing. So let's see what I wrote down for Gemini full moon in the 8th house. Okay. I feel like some of you are going to want to be in a committed relationship, and if somebody isn't going to be in a committed relationship for you or with you, then you are going to say, you know what, I don't have time for this anymore, kind of thing, and you're going to leave. Now, there are going to be some people that do want this, and so things could appear to kind of crumble. We're talking about the 8th house. We're talking about Scorpio, those sort of things. This is the death card in tarot, but this is all for your highest good, so don't you worry. And then by the new moon in Cancer, I feel like you're going to be starting over, and really you're going to be able to rebuild. Everything's going to be okay. I feel like also for some of you, Gemini, that you're going to get some money, but it might be through some other, another person. And that's the way, like, if you are seeking money, also, you're trying to find the best way to make money, it would be through someone else. Let's see. And I'm going to do the reading. I vote Casey, too, to be the moderator. She's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do Gemini's reading. Hopefully this storm doesn't get too crazy. It looks crazy. Maybe I should, let me see if I can switch this real quick. So you guys can see it. Well, that's my porch, but you are welcome to do it, Casey. I'm just showing this crazy storm coming through. I would be happy if you did it. I trust you. And I'm not sure how to do that. Actually, maybe I do. Add moderator. I made you the moderator. I hope that's okay. All right, so let's go Gemini, July 2nd. Messages are coming through for Gemini, July 2nd. Aquarius, Sun, and Cancer moon. Gemini, July 2nd. What information is coming through? Two of Cups, Gemini. Now, this is your card as well, too. Like the Lover's card. Whenever I see the Two of Cups, it does remind me of Gemini. So I'm almost feeling like you're starting to feel like yourself again. And let's see what else comes through. You could be meeting somebody. Wow, I just had stuff like fly out of the deck. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands also. So you guys have had to stick up for yourself here lately. And so on the second as well too, this could be from a partner that you're having to stick up for yourself as well. We have the Knight of Swords, which is a air sign also. So you're either dealing with another air sign or somebody that is very compulsive, somebody that is attacking you right now. But I feel like you have your head together. You are like, you know what, I'm not going to focus on this situation. I'm going to stay composed, and this person can, attack all they want, but I'm not listening at this point. We have the Nine of Wands. So basically, if you keep pushing forward and trusting in yourself, you're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. I promise you guys. I feel like this Two of Cups is going, at the end of it all. Also, if there is a negative situation, if somebody is attacking you, you're going to get through this, and it's going to be a positive thing. You just have to keep your head positive also, which, is usually how it goes. We stay positive and the universe produces the same thing. We attract that into our lives. It is how it is. But if we get caught up in negativity, it is hard for us to, separate ourselves from that. So definitely stay focused on the goal, because I feel like there's a goal. And as you do that, things are going to start to unfold, and this other is going to fall away right now too. This is awesome. Thank you guys. You guys all have odd numbers? That's funny. I'm still figuring out. I have to help people. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go into, dude, this sounds crazy. If I have to shut it down for a second, which I really don't want to. I don't know if it's gonna get too loud. I will pop back on, I promise, when it's over. So we went Gemini, so we're gonna go Cancer. Let me get some water. I wish my stream quality was a little bit better. I'm seeing it over here, and I don't like that. I hope you guys can hear me okay. All right, Cancer. Your sun is, or your Saturn is going into your 7th house this month. So it's retrograding into the 7th house. So these are going to be things that you guys that are going to come up. These are karmic situations, and that's why I'm bringing them up. So you're going to be dealing with relationships. Gemini was also, but you are dealing with more personal romantic relationships this month. You might feel a little separated from other people, like the conversation just isn't good enough, like you're wanting something more, and you're waiting for something more, and it just hasn't come through yet for you. Definitely kind of the same as Gemini. If you are in a more serious relationship, you're going to want a even more serious relationship. Like, you're going to want a commitment. You're going to want marriage. You're going to want engagement. You're going to want, okay, are we moving in together kind of thing this month? You're ready for that. Anything superficial is going to go away. It's just not going to last. And the focus this month is not about money. It's really not even it is about love a little bit, but it's really about, helping other people too, and doing those things that you've always wanted to do. Sorry, y'all. You're just craving more in life. I like that I put that note there, because I kind of lost track for a second. You're craving more from life. You want a deeper meaning, and this month you're looking for it, and you know that it can't be truly found in just partners and other people. It's found when you're helping people and of service to other people. And this month also, if you are looking for a little bit extra money, I did make that note on all these signs, that your partner would be a good person to do that with. So if you were trying to go into business, maybe you would have the idea, and then you would find a business partner that would kind of fund the business at that point. So this full moon on the 5th for you is in the 7th house. So this is about balancing the relationship that I was just talking about. And this relationship may be tested some. Like I said, there's going to be a point where you ask, I either want a commitment or you can go kind of thing. If you're single, this may reflect actually on family members around you. If they're you know, if they really don't care, if you're not really getting that sense of that people do really care about you, you're going to kind of start walking away from people. Like I said, you're just looking for deeper things this month. You want more out of life now, and that makes total sense. Like, you're seeing all the superficial things, the things that are surface level, and you're done with it. This new moon in Cancer, okay, so it brings focus to home and self, and you're just going to be reinventing yourself, and you're going to be enjoying new experiences as well too. So just really making changes around your house. That's going to be important around this new moon, which is on the 20th or 22nd, one of those days. And like I said, if you wanted to find a little extra money, I really feel like that's going to be found through someone else, you know, asking someone else to help you, kind of thing. So let's do a card reading for Cancer, July 2nd. What is coming through? What messages for Cancer, July 2nd? Cancer, July 2nd. What messages are coming through? What does Spirit want Cancer to know for July 2nd? We have the Hangman. So on the 2nd, I feel like you guys are definitely going to be taking a step back, Cancer, and really looking at things, reassessing things. Not a lot of action is happening. Once again, when you moved into July, you were looking at, okay, who's committed to me? Who do I want to be around right now? And you may be looking at this, you know, kind of weighing up the people around you and what they're doing. We have the Ace of Cups. So some of you could be meeting someone or just finding a new passion. We have the Six of Pentacles, but this is all about, and I do feel that way, this is about balancing you out. You can feel that there was an imbalance. You can feel that there's something in your life missing. You want more, you need more, and it makes sense, and you're ready to, you know, find this in your life. And we have the Two of Swords, too. Whenever I see the Two of Swords, you know, the way Spirit comes through for me with this card is somebody is coming back in your life, somebody that you've had a falling out with. So you can expect that also. Like I said, that's just how the guides kind of communicate with me with the cards. So I do feel that somebody may be coming back up in your life in the next few days. And like I said, you're going to be focused on really kind of stepping back and watching people, seeing who, you know, deserves to be in your life right now. And that's always really important, I do feel, to do that, because you don't want somebody in your life that's draining you, especially you, Cancer. Like, you're emotional, and a lot of you are very intuitive, and you give a lot of yourself, so I can see where that just gets overwhelming sometimes, and it is time to kind of take that step back and focus on yourself, so you're able to give more too. So a lot of times we, you know, think that we're giving, and if we get drained, though, we're not able to give the way that we need to. So it is important for us to take care of ourselves. So, you look at this. Thank you, Casey. All right. Let's go to Leo. Let me find my Leo. I got paperwork over here, y'all. Oh no. I still like writing on paper. I don't know why, but obviously it's not very. Where's my Leo? Hold on, y'all. Now I know I had my Leo. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. It went straight to Virgo. And I know better than that. Oh, here we go. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright, so Leo, your Saturn is retrograding into your 6th house this month. This is about work and daily habits and health and those sort of things. So this month, be careful because you may become overwhelmed with like day-to-day kind of tasks coming up, appointments, those sort of things. So, and it is kind of to show you what you need to have in your life and what you don't need to have in your life. Health is going to be a big deal this month for you, Leo, because you're going to find that some things aren't as healthy for you and you're going to need to remove them. Now, I don't want to say, I hate saying anything negative anyway, but anyway, a sickness may come up, something small, but it's going to kind of get your attention to where you pay attention and go, you know what, I don't need this anymore in my life, kind of thing. Nothing major. I didn't see anything major like that. Maybe a cold, just something that is going to get your attention and make you want to shift the way you either eat or the way, if you're stressing out too much, any of that can cause sickness, honestly. So, Venus is in the 11th house. It's a good time to connect with others and meet someone new and be sociable. So if you're looking for someone, if you're single right now, it would be a good time. If you're going out, meeting with somebody, being in a community kind of thing, that's where you're going to meet someone. And I did feel that some of you are definitely going to start new relationships, but I do feel it's going to be centered around community and, going out and about kind of thing. The full moon is in your 6th house, like we were just saying. So it's going to make you realize you have to focus on health, like what I'm saying. And the full moon just really amplifies these things. It makes us really see them. It'll bring conflicts up. It'll also resolve things real quick too, as soon as we pay attention to them, kind of thing. Also a project, because I feel like a lot of you have been working on, just a service or those sort of things. You're going to actually be able to complete a project this month around that full moon time and get that done and out of your way. All right. I thought I had more, but I did not. All right, Leo. Let's see what's coming through for you for July the 2nd. Can y'all still hear me? It's loud. Yes, you have to make sure that you are taking time for yourself. I used to. Thank you guys for letting me know. I just saw Zach your comment. I'm really bad about that too. I will give and give and give, and I will end up depleted, and I wonder why. And I don't know, it's kind of a thing, and I know this sounds weird, but like I always feel like I'm supposed to be helping people, and I feel bad if I'm not helping people. I have a hard time saying no, but even that's not any good. So let's see what's coming through for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising for July 2nd. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising for July 2nd. Actually, this rain cooled it off quite a bit. It's actually nice. I don't mind it. Leo. Yeah. You have the Three of Cups as your overall energy for July the 2nd. So Leo, I feel like you're supposed to be going out and having fun. So what I was just talking about, you may be getting overwhelmed by the tasks and the things that you have to do every single day. But it's really, you got to stick in that kind of Leo nature of, having fun and pursuing your passions and not letting these things get to you, the day-to-day kind of things. I call it the hamster wheel a lot of times too, like when we get stuck on it and we feel like we can't stop kind of thing. I don't know. It is like that with us, once we start in motion, it is hard for us to stop. And I do believe that is a law too in, science. But at the same time, it is hard for us to kind of stop and step back and take a look at things. But I do feel for July 2nd, it's really important for you guys to kind of get your head out of your head kind of thing and go out and have some fun. We have the Hermit. So I still feel like you guys taking a step back is a good thing. I know we're seeing the Hermit card, which actually is the Virgo card, which rules that sixth house also. So I feel like this is what's coming through for you to pay attention to that health, that daily routines, all those things are going to be really important for you, even on the 2nd of July. You have the Judgment card too. So a lot of things are going to change for you, and they're going to start changing. I mean, I feel that for July, you're going to start looking at things and you're going to go, you know, this doesn't serve me anymore. I don't need it anymore in my life, kind of thing. It's time for it to go. So you can have a happy home and family. But I also feel like this has to do with celebrations that are coming through. So I feel like out of all the zodiacs that I've done so far, that you guys are the ones like, I'm going out and having fun on July 4th. I'm making sure that I have fun this week, and no matter what, even though I do have to make all these changes, but there's still this focus on making sure that you're healthy and that you know, you're doing the right thing. When I see this Judgment card though, this means complete change, not looking back. You're done. You know, you've made your mind up, you've made that judgment, and you know that you're moving forward. And I feel like this is definitely coming to you guys over, you know, definitely the next month, but even on July 2nd, it's coming through as an energy for you guys. Y'all hear that? We have crazy storms here, which I don't know. All right. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for being here with me too. I really appreciate it. I can see the quality is not that great. I don't know if it's just my internet, like where I am, but I wish it was a little better. But we are having this storm too. Just wanted to make sure didn't miss anything. All right, let's move on to Virgo, you guys. This Saturn retrograde is a big deal for all of us. It's affecting different houses for us, and that's why I'm talking about it. Maybe I should have said that in the beginning. But even though we're talking about July, this is going to be affecting us probably for the next 3 or 4 months. And this is because it's karmic stuff that is coming through. So Virgo, Saturn is going to be entering your 5th house. So this is about passion, talent, finding things that you really love. You may have you've been feeling unloved in the past, and you're kind of learning to depend on yourself and finding that, you know, independence. Where before you relied on other people and how they felt about you, this month is going to be more about you finding that inner passion and going, you know what, I do rock, I'm awesome, and that's okay, kind of thing. You need to have that self-love. It's very important. So how secure you feel is going to influence how creative and inspired you feel this month. So I feel that you guys are supposed to be inspired. You're supposed to be working on something. So the more secure you can feel, you know, in your home, in your partner, in your life financially, the more you're going to be able to create. So definitely work on doing that. That's going to help you, inspire you a lot, like I said, to create things. So let's see. Oh, I wrote on the back. So this full moon, I do feel that there's going to be a creative project that comes up for you. And even a love affair is coming through. So if you guys are searching for someone, or there's someone you have your eye on, this is going to come together. You guys are going to come together at this point. And this is falling passionately in love. Like, this is big love, you guys. Soulmate kind of stuff. And I've seen that with a couple of the zodiacs in July, which I think is really cool, because I know you guys have been waiting for soulmates to come through. But there's also a chance of breakups. The energy is intense. So it's either sparks are flying, or literally I'm done and walking out the door kind of thing. But this is about you having fun, Virgo. And I know a lot of you have been really focused on work, and you guys are just hard workers. That's what you do. So this month is about you having fun. This is July. This is summer. Summer not for everybody, I guess, but literally you can kind of feel that energy where you want to let your hair down and have fun kind of thing. So this month is about, okay, you may need to balance career and love life. You may need to get assistance with career as well too. Let's see, authority figures that can help you grow. Sorry y'all, I'm reading this. I didn't know what I was saying exactly because I wrote it down earlier. So then this new moon also, there may be plans to travel, to have trips as well too, see loved ones. You're ready to just really get out there and explore kind of thing. Once again, I felt like a lot of you have been pinned up for a while. You've just been working, you've been focused on one thing, and it's time to really focus on yourself and have fun. And I feel like you guys are going to be going out on dates. You guys are going to be, you know, in relationships and starting relationships and really just, like I said, having fun this month. So let's draw some cards for Virgo. Let me see. Oh, you're a Virgo moon, Casey. Nice. Go out and have some fun this month. Yes. All right, let's see what's coming through for Virgo. What messages for July 2nd for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Spirit, from Spirit? All right. So Virgo, you may expect some delays. I was just talking about partnerships and, you know, meeting someone as well too. So I got the Two of Cups, and this is a good thing that is coming through. So some of you that are waiting for that romantic relationship, it is strong. It is definitely coming through. Just don't get overwhelmed, because I feel like there could be some delays happening also in this department. Don't get overwhelmed by that. It came through as the overall energy, so I'm feeling like there may be a little bit, you know, you might be flustered over it. But it's still like coming through for you. So let's see. You're hanging on to an idea, or you know, you're hanging on to something that is making you kind of, and I feel like it has to do with either the love relationship or something that you're passionate about right now. You want it to turn out a certain way. Definitely let that go. Things can't flow in our lives unless we do let things go. I'm really bad about it. I have an idea in my head. I want it to turn out this way, and if it doesn't, I get upset. And I've had to learn that so much that hardly anything really turns out the way that I need it to, and that's okay, because it usually turns out, in the end, perfect. Like I couldn't have made it any perfect. So this is the energy for July 2nd. You can expect a little bit of delays, but really release that hold on whatever idea or thought that you have that is supposed to be happening, because it's going to allow things to flow a lot more for you. And you got the Sun card, so that shows me that the outcome is going to be really good. So this thing that you are holding on to, this idea, and it may have to do with relationships, coming together with somebody, partnerships, meeting someone, it's not going to work out the way that you want it to, but hang in there. It's going to work out perfect still, and I like that a lot. Like I said, I'm really bad about, you know, setting my mind to something and saying this is how it has to be. No. I think I tell this story a lot about when I was in yoga teacher training. She was actually my teacher. She picked me up, and we were driving because we thought we were going to be late to class, and our other teacher was very adamant about being on time, so we were freaking out. We're like, oh my gosh, we're going to be late. She's going to be so mad at us. So everywhere we went, there was a block. So then we find out later that there was a wreck, and our teacher actually came through, and she told us, we run through the door, and we're like, we're so sorry we're late, and she was like, it's okay. She was like, you know, I've been told by my friend that a reason why she was late was because there was, you know, a wreck ahead, and had she been that next car up, she would have been in that wreck. So you never know why things are happening or unfolding. It is really about going with the flow. I'm sorry if I went through a tangent with that story, but I do love it. It reminds me a lot of times too to just kind of chill out more. Distance and career, LOL. Oh yeah, definitely stormy weather, but I think it's passing pretty soon. So let's move on to Libra. And let's see. All right, Libra. Saturn is retrograding in your 4th house. So this is home, life, family, stability, mothers, those sort of things. You may become more interested in like your family heritage and those your roots. And I'm seeing that a lot with past lives. You may be interested in your past lives more, or those things might be popping up for you this month. You are going to be dealing with family karma, kind of like Aries. Aries is doing the same thing, dealing with, you know, karma from their childhood, situations that hurt them, that they kind of pushed behind. Those things are coming back up because they need to be healed in order to move forward. You could be moving back home, and home could even become a burden if you allow it to. So just pay attention to those things, because family secrets could come up. Family could just become like overwhelming for you this month, Libra. They might need your help, and the more that we can get into a flow with things and go, okay, you know, what do I need to do, Spirit? What is the right thing to do? And you can fall in line with that. The easier it's going to be. The more that we resist these things, and the harder it does become, because it becomes resistance. It's pressing down on us. So, traveling home is definitely an option for you guys this month. It could happen. You have a full moon in this 4th house also. So once again, you're dealing with a full moon in the 4th house in Cancer. All these things, structure, security at home, all these things are gonna be a big deal for you guys. You're gonna have to heal this karma from the past. I feel some of you have to deal with parents. Once again, that is the same with Aries. Aries is dealing with parents a lot this month, coming back up and healing those relationships. It's very important, though, for you to move on, to heal these past things. I know with a lot of childhood things, we think, oh, well, that's not affecting me anymore, or that's not bothering me, when it is every single day affecting you. And so it's time to deal with these things, just so we can move on and feel better and forgive, too, because we'll just be lighter because of this. Let's see. So Venus is in your 9th house. Previous love interest might come back up. And they may be more attractive and charming. You know, you may have not looked at them before and go, you know, okay, this is not who I thought, you know, I was going to be attracted to, but all of a sudden they look good now. And you're going, okay, I want to be with this person. You're getting out of your comfort zone as well, too, and maybe trying some more taboo and other things. And taking a trip, possibly for some of you, to meet someone. So that could be exciting. If you guys have any trips planned, Libra, it's possible that you could meet somebody and they could bring the wild side out of you. So you have a new moon, and it's in your 10th house. So you're going to be just renewing, like, okay, what do I want to do with my career? What do I really want to be doing here this month? And kind of creating a new discipline, just reassessing all this. This is, once again, the same with Aries in the 10th house. This is, how do I want to look to the world? You know, what do I want to leave behind? You know, what do I really want to do? What is my heart in, kind of thing, is what you're going to be looking at around that new moon time. So that is Libra. Hold on, y'all. This has turned into a nice rain, you guys. All right. Libra, what messages are coming through for July 2nd for Libra? I have a couple of the same cards that just want to keep coming out. And that's why I keep shuffling, because I'm like, is it really the same energy? Which it can be, but it is funny. Libra, July 2nd. What messages are coming through? Make sure. Oh yeah, I have tie-dye on. I wear, not to be like a typical hippie, but I'm drawn to tie-dye a lot. Libra for July 2nd. What messages are coming through? What messages does Spirit want to tell Libra for July 2nd? Yes, I'll probably wear tie-dye definitely more than once on my lives. I love it. I want to make some. I haven't, honestly. I need to. Okay. So we have the Magician card as the overall energy for you, Libra. So you're working on manifesting something and bringing something to life this month. You could also be dealing with, this can be Aries. This could be a fire sign, but somebody that's kind of being like tricky. And I got the King of Wands too. So you definitely might be dealing with a fire sign right now. And this could be part of, you know, a partner, just somebody in your life that you're having to deal with. When we saw, you know, a lot of family stuff too. So I could see that it could be like a father. Page of Wands. Definitely a lot of fire going on here, Libra. Either you have a lot in your chart or you're surrounded by a lot of fire signs. And literally they just fell out. Knight of Wands. All right, Libra. So I feel like you're trying to get your message across to somebody and you're having a really hard time. Nobody's really listening. Everybody's kind of wanting you to go all over the place. And on July 2nd, you're really going to have to put your foot down and go, you know what, this is what I want. This is what I'm creating for myself. And I don't really care what you say. I love you, whoever this is, because I do feel like this is a lot of family, siblings, those sort of things, father type figures, but they literally have you spread out, going all over the place. So this is what the cards look like. You know, everybody's going in a different direction kind of thing. And I feel like it's almost like you're in the center here going, you know what, this is what I want. So make sure you stand your ground. You're just in the beginning of this. I feel that some of you haven't done this in the past. You've kind of allowed other people to kind of control and rule over you. You listen to what they've said. Just keep focused and move forward. I feel also that some of you have a lot of options opening up, seeing this. But don't let other people's opinions come in the way of what you're trying to do next. Because I just feel like you have a lot of opinions coming through right now for you guys. Actually, let's do this. Let's pull on this magician here. The Chariot. So to me, this is making decisions. This is family. This is home. So I really definitely feel like this is people at home in your family. They're making you make up your mind. You have a decision to make right now, and it's difficult for you. And for some of you, it may be that you're trying to leave home. You're trying to move away from home, definitely. So once again, just keep focused, Libra. I'm telling you, if you have, you know, your intuition is always working. It's really hard when there's a lot of people around you telling you what to do. It kind of gets drowned out by that. Take time for yourself. You know, you can go inside and figure out what feels right to you. If it feels right, then do it, because things will always work out. Because once again, you're following spirit, you're following love in those instances. That will all the time 100% work out for you, I promise. Let's see. I think I sing when I'm starting to sing. Okay, Miss Moon, I see you have PayPal and cashapp. I don't have super chat yet. I'm not eligible for it. I've been trying to become eligible for it. That's what I wanted. Excuse me. I had another AdSense account, I guess, from like an old YouTube from like 10 years ago. I had to disable that. So they have to see that I disabled it, and then I'm going to be approved for a super chat. So I'm just waiting on that confirmation. But yes, that's what I want to do next, is the super chat, because I think it looks fun. It just does. All right, we are moving on to Scorpio, my friends. All right, Scorpio. Saturn is retrograding in your 3rd house. So you're developing your mind, your communication. This stuff is going to be really important for you this month. Writing, teaching could come up for you also. I felt that some of you are feeling that you're not good enough to do this. And so you may spend a lot of time researching things. But you're going to be kind of called to start talking and putting your voice out there right now, because I feel that you guys know more than you think you know. You may spend time traveling this month and with family. Family is a big deal for all of us. We are in Cancer right now. But I feel like a lot of you, Scorpio, are going to be helping other people, teaching other people, using your voice to share what you know. And it's going to be helping people a lot. Okay, so the one thing for you, Scorpio, that came through was that you guys may have secret feelings for someone right now, and you are afraid to confess those. And this month is the month that Spirit's coming through and going, you can, you know, share your feelings about this other person. And you may be afraid that you're going to get hurt. But there's new opportunities and stuff attached to these feelings and things that you have. So don't be afraid to express yourself. Communication is going to be a big deal for you guys this month. Speaking your truth, that throat chakra, but it's speaking your truth from love, and that's how you know it's complete. So as long as you're saying something from love, you're going to end up with a positive result. I can't say 100% that, you know, everybody's going to go, yes, I want to marry you and I love you and, you know, let's run off together. But I can promise you there's going to be a good result. You're going to feel better about yourself and everything around you when you're able to, like, start speaking. Definitely, I knew that. So Cancer is in the 9th house. Let's see here. Yep, expanding belief and knowledge still this month. Making commitments this month and relationships, getting serious as well too. So you are another sign that I saw that relationships are going to get serious this month for you guys. You're going to want those commitments also. And I feel that you're going to be introduced to someone new that you're going to just fall head over heels for, a lot of you. And this could be in business also for some of you I've seen. So definitely expanding that communication and, you know, writing, you know, reading, those sort of things, and talking are going to be, like I said, a really big deal. And it's going to help you as like a creative outlet. So if you're ever feeling like pent up or like you don't know what to do or you're anxious, you guys, like I said, you would do well by, you know, writing or being creative in that way. It would be really good for you. So the full moon is going to be in your 3rd house. So you may be dealing with a sibling, neighborhood conflicts. Those things might come to life. Somebody might come to you and go, you know what, I don't like this, I don't like that. But it could be a sibling or a neighbor that comes through with. You could be finishing community projects, or you could be asked also to do a community project at this time around this full moon. But you're definitely, I feel that a lot of you, Scorpio, are supposed to be helping other people, but you're just unsure of yourself. But all that confidence is going to start to come as this month, you know, moves through. Maybe not 100%, but you're going to start to see it, because people are going to start to call on you. They're going to see that there's some, you know, there's a light to you, that there's something that you have to offer. You have a new moon in the 9th house. Like I said, that's occurring on July the 22nd, I do believe. So this is just going to be time to expand. This is in your 9th house. Do something fun. Traveling would be good for you too. You're going to be really focused on home, community, and neighbors for most of the month. And then you're going to really switch to, okay, what can I do for the rest of the world? How can I, you know, expand my beliefs and those sort of things. So education is definitely going to be big for you guys also this month. A big deal. All right, my Scorpio friends. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a great night. You're working on a documentary about monetization of spiritual community and was sent to you for a comment. Unfair. Thank you in advance. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely, yeah. You can ask me anything. So let's see what's coming through for Scorpio. Thank you guys so much, everybody that is joining me right now. Is hung in here. We are at an hour. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Scorpio? What does Spirit want Scorpio to know for July the 2nd? We have the 5 of Swords, you guys. You may be dealing with somebody that is, you know, really in their ego. There could be conflict going on for you guys right now. Let's see what else comes through. Being really in your head is what keeps coming up. We have the 8 of Swords also. So still, I'm feeling like there's some thoughts and things that are going on with your head that are keeping you in one place. But I feel like it has to do with someone else too. We have the Lovers card. And we have the Page of Cups, which I'm actually going to draw on in a second, but you could be dealing with somebody that's like more immature than you, a water sign that, you know, is just saying stuff and it's really making you hurt inside. I felt that some of you are, you know, you're looking for somebody that can be there for you, that can be a friend and help you. But I sense that there's somebody in your life right now that is not being helpful, that's actually making you anxious at this point and kind of holding you back from moving forward. They're getting in your head is what I feel like. And definitely seeing this Page of Cups, I feel like this is an immature person, but someone that you've almost put your faith in a lot. And let me draw on this Lovers card too really quick, just to get a clearer picture for you guys. Definitely a lot of conflict and anxiety is happening around this situation. And you got the Temperance card, so I feel like you're wanting to go a separate way. You just don't know how to cut it off. You're not sure how to quite yet, but this person is over here maybe giving you bad information, keeping you riled up. I got the Four of Cups, so you're being presented something, I feel like, that you're almost ignoring because of either someone else or the thoughts that you're having in your head. Even a past conflict just came up to me too. Something in your past that you're not believing in yourself, that you're afraid to really take something that is being offered. You just don't have faith in yourself. And I did sense that even when I was writing out these horoscopes too, that trusting yourself, trusting intuition, and speaking your mind is going to be big. You know, as we saw, we have the Eight of Swords and also the Five of Swords. You know, this talks about our thoughts and how we feel about ourselves too. So renewing, you know, your faith in yourself and loving yourself is going to be a big deal. But on July 2nd, also, I feel that you guys are either dealing with yourself or with somebody else that is making you feel like you're not good enough, and it's time for you to almost snap out of this and just move forward, because I feel like you have big things coming your way. Definitely big things you're moving towards, and like I was feeling even with the astrology of it all too, you are being presented something, but it's going to be something so big that you're almost like, I don't know if I can trust myself, I don't know if I'm going to be good enough at this to do it, kind of thing. But if you can move forward, you know, step by step, I wanted to say foot by foot as well too, you're going to get there. A lot of times when we look at things, when I get super anxious about things, I'm looking at this giant picture going, how is this going to all work? And it's just overwhelming. But really it is about us doing one step at a time. And if we can do that one little step and then that one little step, we get over it. And we can look back and go, oh my gosh, I did this whole thing. And it really wasn't as much as what I thought, kind of thing. All right, Scorpio, that was your reading. And we are moving on to Sagittarius. Okay, I have a deadline, ma'am. Thank you for reading. Okay, sure. Do you want to email me? All right, you said you have a deadline. I mean, I can write you when I'm done, kind of thing, but I'm going to go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. Yes, let's get on to Sagittarius here. What's going on with Sagittarius? I forgot. I actually have a cat sitting behind me. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Saturn is retrograding into your second house. So this is, you know, the house ruled by Taurus and Venus and those sort of things. This is about being productive, things that you're starting to accomplish. You want stability now. You're building security. And you're reflecting on really what brings you stability and brings you happiness at the same time. What is beautiful in your world too. But there may be some restrictions and anxiety that you're feeling from this. I feel this is coming from things not being your authentic self. Like, okay, don't just go after things because it's money, or it seems like stability, because stability is really created within us. You know, somebody can show us, okay, you're going to make this amount of money, but the thing is, if we are feeling anxious or don't really want to do something, then it's not going to be stable, because our minds are just not going to be there, our hearts aren't going to be there. I always say that our heart, mind, and soul have to align to things, really and truthfully, for stuff to flow, kind of thing. So Jupiter is also in the second house also. So you guys are going to have wealth and success this month. But I just want to keep reiterating that don't just do stuff for money, because I feel like you guys are going to be offered a lot of things this month, Sagittarius. Like, I feel a lot of good offers are going to come through. Just make sure that you align to them with your heart, that it's something that you want to do. I've made those commitments before in the past where I'm like, oh, this looks really good. And then once I got into it, it's really not what I wanted, and I ended up walking away, kind of thing. So the full moon is also going to be in your second house. So this can mean that you're paying off loans. You're working on paying off loans too. You may actually get some money this month around that full moon. You know, some owed kind of money is going to come through for you. Venus is in your 7th house. This is about new partnerships and renewed commitments as well too. So love and money are really lucky for you guys this month. If you are single, you would probably definitely find somebody this month. It's just Jupiter's there, and it's making it a lucky time. Jupiter is ruling your money and your love life. So all of that is going to be very positive this month for you. So you have a new moon in Cancer in your 8th house. So this may have to do with more paying off debt. So maybe something that you bought around the full moon, you know, turns into you having to pay something by the new moon, kind of thing, is what I thought of. But this is about you also having transformation at home and with family, healing these partnerships like I'm talking about, and karmic relationships. There also maybe people show back up in your life from your past that you have to deal with, and, you know, just partnerships that affected you or relationships that affected you that you can still feel that are affecting you today. They would show up, kind of thing. I know when Venus went retrograde, beginning of June, or it was actually the end of May, but I know at the beginning of June, I was like, oh, I've been married, you know, 15 years. This isn't going to happen to me. Oh, it happened. Somebody came back, and I did not expect it. So I feel that it's that way, that it can definitely happen, but just pay attention to it and see why it's there. And that's how you heal things. So, all right, my Sagittarius friends. Roma Priscilla, thank you. Oh, you're a Sagittarius ascendant. Yes, my husband is a Sagittarius. He's on the cusp though, so he's definitely like Scorpio Sagittarius mixed, but big time Sagittarius. Talks to everybody, friends with everybody, so outgoing, sweet guy, really. I have to get him on here one time with you guys. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius for July the 2nd. What messages are coming through for Sagittarius for July the 2nd? We have the Two of Swords. This always comes to me as making decisions or weighing up some decisions here, Sagittarius. We were seeing that maybe you are changing some things up in your life and you're trying to make the right decision. You don't want to get steered the wrong way. But this may take somebody from the past that we were just talking about showing up to kind of help you make this decision, to give you that advice. We have the Judgment card too. So these are big changes that are coming through. Yeah, when I see Judgment, I go, okay, I'm not looking back. Once you've made that judgment, you're moving forward because we're almost to the end of a karmic cycle. So I would say that you guys are making really big decisions right now, you know, life-changing ones. You know, maybe you're moving, you're getting out of relationships, those sort of things. You're making career changes. We have the Ace of Wands. So you have an idea, there's a passion that you're kind of hanging on to, is what I'm feeling like, but you can't quite make sense of it yet. It hasn't come through 100%. Whew. I always get like, at some point, 1,000 cards that want to come out. Obviously there's not 1,000 cards, but the Emperor. So we might be dealing with a fellow fire sign Sagittarius that is coming through. The Emperor is an Aries, so you guys might be dealing with an Aries also that you're kind of hanging on to, or this could be the person also that is coming back into your life. What I feel though, honestly, is you guys are really having to make this decision right now on July the 2nd. and you know it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a change. It's going to be a move. I feel like a lot of you are moving. That's what just keeps coming through to me. And it's hard for you to let go. And you're kind of trying to come up with other things that may work to keep you there, so you don't have to make the big decision or the big move that is coming through, because it's a change. It's such a big change. I feel like that yeah, you're just trying to think of anything that can come through that won't let this happen, kind of thing. But I really feel Spirit is moving you guys forward into something else and to let go of the past. But I do feel too that a lot of you guys can call on somebody and kind of get advice from them. And this could be family or like close friends from the past. Definitely somebody from the past that you can kind of rely on. I feel that you guys could call, is what I'm getting, to give you some advice and some encouragement, you know, while you're going through this. So, hold on, let me get you drink water. Thank you, Casey. Hey, Shika. You joined. All right, we are moving on to Capricorn. How long we been on, you guys? Okay. Ooh, an hour and 20 minutes. Nice. Okay. Yesterday, I got all the zodiac signs done in 30 minutes. I went through really fast. All right. So, Capricorn friends. All right. So, Saturn is retrograding in your first house because this is your planet. So, this is all about new schools for you guys. For you and yourself and everything around you, we are talking about, I keep saying this, karmic stuff. This is collectively, we are dealing, when Saturn goes back retrograde, this is about going back over things, reassessing things, things that didn't work, and we're kind of looking at them and restructuring them. And it, you know, based off the house that it falls into, that's why I'm talking about this, is, you know, where you would be focused at this time. I do this sun, moon, or rising. I like to put all of them together, to be honest. You can kind of listen to them all and kind of see how they resonate with you. But I do recommend probably listening to all three for them to make sense. That's what I personally do whenever I go onto anybody else's channel. If I watch Stargirl, I watch all three of mine when I go onto her channel. And usually they all resonate. She's so crazy accurate. I love her so much. All right. So Capricorn, Saturn is retrograde in your first house here. So this is going to be about yourself, kind of reinventing yourself. You're looking, and I felt a lot of you for the past several months have been working, of course, not to just be stereotypical, but kind of just focused on providing, and you haven't been able to focus on yourself as much. So now's the time for you guys to kind of step back into that process, that cycle of just taking care and start to focus on yourself now. Where before maybe you've been told, okay, well, I have to work so much to make a living, to provide for my family, to make a good life for myself, kind of thing. Now's the time where you're getting to step back a little bit more from everything. And let's see. So you're going to have confidence this month. You have Jupiter in your first house, and it is, you know, it's going to help you succeed with pretty much anything you do when you put yourself out there. Like, you could put yourself out there with anything and it'll be successful. Just make sure your heart's in it. And this is going to help you set up new goals and self-image and confidence in yourself. So your full moon is in this first house as well too. So you're going to evaluate yourself, you know, your self-awareness, those sort of things. Self, I keep saying. Your life path. You know, what you really want to do in the world. Like I said, we're jumping off this hamster wheel, and especially for you, Capricorn, I felt that you've kind of been going hard, like working. You keep doing, and you know that it's the right thing to do, but at the same time, you're ready to feel love and passion and do the things that you want to do and take time for yourself. So July is going to be about that for you. You're just going to be taking a big look at yourself and going, what do I really want? You may be a little more health conscious this month too. Just pay attention to, you know, your diets, you know, if you exercise, if you don't, things could show up around health. Nothing bad. I'm not trying to alarm anybody, and I'm not a doctor, but, you know, Karma kind of does this sometimes to us, so it gets our attention. You know, if we have a cold all of a sudden, you know, we have trouble breathing, different things may occur, and we're going, why is this happening? Is it something I ate? Is it something that I did yesterday? Those sort of things. It's just trying to get your attention. Let's see. So you may be discussing relationships with friends and colleagues about changes and those sort of things. So your 7th house, your Mercury is in your 7th house. So you're going to be talking to partners and people close to you about relationships. That's going to be a bigger deal in the month of July for you. The new moon is in your 7th house also. So you guys also may be in a more committed relationship come July. You're going to want people to make commitments to you as well. It's going to be important to you for that to happen. About improving relationships, really. So just create healthy boundaries too with people. There was a sense that you know, people could take advantage of you this month also, Capricorn, because I feel like you're going to be in a little more vulnerable place. You're going to be more open, where before, like I was saying, you were just like really focused on one thing. And this month is going to be more about, you know, you being open and vulnerable and loving and, you know, wanting to be in relationships and wanting to get to know people. There could be a few people that just pay attention to, make sure that, you know, you're vibing with them and they're being cool to you, honestly. So it's just a possibility, not 100% kind of thing. So I've never been to California. I really want to go. I like the thunderstorms here too a lot, and it hasn't done this before in a while, but now we're into summer and it is hotter. We'll probably have a thunderstorm every day, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't mind it because it's been so hot. Oh, that's you have it on Google Play. Yep. I used to not like thunderstorms when I was a kid. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was weird. But as I've gotten older, I love them. And that's what I was saying, like, you guys, whenever it kind of settled down a little bit, because it always looks like it's going to be really horrible at first. Like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thunderstorm ever. And then all of a sudden it eases in and it's not as bad, you know, kind of thing. Nature is beautiful and magical, and I have learned to really respect that 100%. And that is why I like to sit outside, to be honest, and I don't care if I'm sweating my butt off, honestly. I'd rather be outside than inside. So it's too dark. I'm not a big fan of air conditioning and closed windows. I'm just not. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what's happening for July 2nd. Capricorn. What messages are coming through for Capricorn? July 2nd. I don't know. I feel like you guys are really, you have a lot of energy here lately, and you're starting to feel really good about yourself. I feel like you've fought to kind of be in this position too. You worked really hard to feel this way. And so on July 2nd, I'm really feeling like you guys are just feeling yourself, almost kind of thing. Like you're out, you're putting yourself out there. You feel good for yourself. You fought hard to be in this position. You've done a lot of work. You know you're a good person. You know you've done good, kind of thing. And we even have the Knight of Pentacles. You could be dealing with another earth sign, or this could be you. But I was seeing the Six of Swords also. So this could be you're feeling good because you're stepping away from something that no longer serves you, that's no longer good for you anymore, and you just feel good about it. You're done with the fight. You're over with it. It's you're ready, like I said, to get yourself out there and kind of move on. And the situation is what I'm really feeling from this. And I think that's awesome. And even with this Knight of Pentacles here, I'm looking, and I do feel like this is a lot of you, Capricorn. Just keep moving forward. You know, you may not be seeing like a huge amount of changes happening, but you know that they are going to, and you still have this mission. You still know you're doing the right thing, and things are starting to unfold, and you feel good. And that's all that matters, honestly, at the end of the day. That's going to move you forward faster than anything, is the way you feel about yourself. Rather than looking around and going, okay, you know, what do I have around me right now? It's how you feel about yourself. And I know y'all know that, but just a reminder. All right, my dear Capricorn friends, that was your reading for July 2nd. So we are moving into Aquarius. Let me get a drink. Sending rain vibes, yes. Yes, let's send rain vibes to Zach. I like that. Like, have this all of a sudden crazy storm show up. Wouldn't that be awesome? All right, so Aquarius. Saturn is retrograding in your 12th house. This is an interesting house. This is about endings and rebirth and those sort of things. Rebirth in your identity almost. This is the last zodiac on the zodiac chart kind of thing. This would be Pisces, the 12th house. So you're dealing with thoughts and feelings, those sort of things. And once again, karmic stuff. I wrote that down, I think, in every single one. But this is collectively happening for us. So, I'm a Pisces rising. I actually resonate a lot with Pisces. So you're letting go of the past, healing yourself, healing past beliefs, responsibilities, and structures. I feel like a lot of you are going to be dealing with even past lives coming through, because this is more of a mystical, spiritual experience going on with your subconscious, going on with dreams and intuition. This isn't something that you're going to be out every day talking to somebody about. These are things going on within you, more spiritually transforming, which is amazing. It's beautiful. That's where a lot of big transformations happen, is within ourselves, not going out every single day and seeing a whole bunch of different things. So the full moon is in the 12th house too. So you may have secrets revealed. Intuition is heightened. So definitely your intuition is going to be very strong, so you can pay attention to it. You may be withdrawing from other people right now, hiding your emotions, because you're going to be more emotional this month than usual because you're sensing a lot of things. When your intuition is more heightened, you're picking up everything. And like if somebody is upset or somebody's angry, you're going to feel all that intensity. But this is all about uncovering deep wounds, things that in the past maybe you weren't paying attention so much before to. And now you are, because you're more emotionally open to it. Let me see. You can go back if you want to see the Capricorn. It was just, the last one, but you can actually back up the video if you want to watch it, and you can see the Capricorn. All right. So Venus is in the 5th house. So you guys are more than likely going to meet somebody and develop a passion for them this month. If you are single, if you are in a relationship, then your relationship could get very passionate this month. Once again, this kind of comes down to all or nothing kind of situation. You're either going to be like, yes, I am in love, this is the person that I want to be with, or it's fizzled out, I don't want anything to do with you, I'm moving on, and I'm finding somebody that, does make me feel passionate kind of thing. Jupiter is in your 12th house also. Oh, you're fulfilling wishes that you've been... I couldn't even read my own handwriting, you guys. Whenever Jupiter is in your 12th house, this is about you fulfilling wishes that you've been wanting for a long time, because this is the last zodiac, the last cycle kind of thing. These things that you've been wanting for a long time, when Jupiter is in there, can come to life, which is a really cool thing. Like, wishes fulfilled, wishes coming true for you guys this month. This new moon in Cancer is in your 6th house, and so you may be focusing on your health, your well-being, and your everyday physical fitness, creating new habits, those sort of things. Since it is a new moon, you may be looking at yourself and just kind of want to reinvent, the way you look, the way you feel. So this may have to do with diet and the habits that you're having every single day kind of thing. So just to pay attention to those things, the only reason I'm sharing all this with you guys is because of the energy, just to be aware of it, so you guys can, make changes that you need to, or don't. It's up to you. So let's see what's going on with Aquarius for July the 2nd. July the 2nd. What news? What messages? What news? What does Spirit want Aquarius to know for July the 2nd? Oh, I did say I was talking about Saturn being in the Pisces house in the 12th house. I'm sorry if I did confuse you. This is Aquarius. But I did say Pisces, so you weren't wrong. What messages are coming through for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, what messages from Spirit? For July 2nd for Aquarius. You guys have the Page of Wands as the overall energy. So you guys are ready to start something new. You're ready to learn something new. I think you've been offered something new, actually, too, is what I was just hearing. I have the Hangman. This is about taking a look at it. So I feel that some of you Aquarius have been, offered something. You're kind of unsure of it, and so you're taking time to reflect on this. If this is the right way, because you're having a hard time kind of seeing, okay, is this what I really want to do? And I'm seeing the Page of Wands, and I'm thinking you're almost feeling alone in this route, in this, this way that you're going, and you're just unsure of yourself because of feeling alone. We have the Five of Swords again, too. There could have been a conflict that made you want to change directions. Let's see. We have the Six of Cups also. So you guys might be dealing with someone from the past also coming back through and having you ask, okay, so change your direction. Like, do you want to come back home? Do you want to, travel with me? I feel that somebody is coming back through for you guys and really making you think at this point. And with this Five of Swords here too, I feel like this could have been somebody in the past that you kind of had words with, and you're having a hard time getting over it. But you're now looking at it and going, you know what, maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. Maybe it is time for me to kind of, make up with this person and move forward, because it wasn't as bad as I was making it in my head. So I don't feel like a decision fully is going to be made, but I feel like a path is definitely set forward for you on the 2nd. And you're definitely taking your time to make sure that it is the right thing for you. I would say that at this point, the way Spirit is coming through, that you can forgive and forget this person. Not forget. Forgive and move forward, not forget. Forgive and move forward with this person, and at least start conversation with them again, because I feel that they came back because they really care about you. I don't feel like I feel like ego was involved if there was a conflict. So if somebody is reaching out to you, just kind of give them time to talk. Make sure that, you hear them out and just listen 100%, make sure it resonates with you. But I definitely feel that this person is not out to get you at this point, even though it might have ended on bad terms. That happens. People get in a heated argument and they say the wrong things. And it doesn't mean that somebody doesn't love you, and it doesn't mean somebody can't change, how they feel, those sort of things. I've definitely have had it in my relationships before. Me and my husband have gotten in fights before, and they seem, oh, this is the end, and it always feels like the end whenever you get in a heated argument. But at the same time, you always come back to that person. You go, you know what, I've spent a lot of time with them, I know so much about them, kind of thing. Can't do that. And truth really comes out in people's actions, and you can feel it too. So, all right, my Aquarius friends, that was your reading for July 2nd. Yeah, I would say that is a balance, number 2. We can look it up actually and see what it means. I know the number 6, it has to do with like teaching and moving past. 5, I know, is about leaving stuff behind. So 6 is like moving right past that and actually getting like a clearer vision of things. And then 9 is almost the completion, the end of the cycle. A lot of times though, it's, you have one last thing to deal with before you get to 10, kind of thing. Yes. All right. Let's do Pisces. Did anybody before, let's see. I'm going to do Pisces, and I guess if nobody has questions, I will jump off. I will probably have to anyway, because it is, oh, there I am. I'm almost to an hour and 40 minutes, and I'm going to have to go check on the animals. But yes, we are at Pisces, you guys. Thank you guys for waiting too. Thank you for all of you being so patient. All right, so we are in Pisces. We're not in Pisces. We're talking about Pisces. Pisces, Saturn is retrograding in your 11th house. So this is about achieving goals, wishes, activism, working with others, change friends, what gifts can you share with humanity, how you treat others reflected. And so this is your karma. This month is dealing with, you know, how you treat other people, you know, how you treat your friends and your community and stuff like that. So Jupiter is in this house too. So wherever Jupiter is, that's where you can find luck and think of growth and even like money a lot of times. So you could be a group leader, a teacher, and your ideas could actually expand and help a lot of people. You would get a lot of support from friends this month, even social media, anything online you would do would be successful. Pluto is in the 11th house. Also, you might be changing your goals, and it may be changing because you're going from looking at a singular thing to the bigger perspective, you know, the bigger picture kind of thing now, where you want to think about humanity, you want to think about your friends. So, you know, instead of, like I said, just being on one track, you're like, well, how can I benefit everyone else? So your mind might be switching up a lot what you want to do, even career. You might want to connect more with people, where before you may have not been connecting with people as much. So you're feeling comfortable at home tonight. Venus is in your 4th house. So this is going to be family and anything close to home. I would say, you know, relaxing, being with family this month is going to be very important for you, and be really healing a lot of times too. Whenever I see Venus, I'm like, okay, this is where you're going to feel the most comfortable. That's going to help you a lot. Like I said, you're going to just feel comfortable there, and that will help raise your vibe, and instead of feeling like you're out of your element kind of thing. So full moon in the 11th house. So this could end an argument with a friend around this full moon, and you may be focusing once again, like I said, on community, on friendships, on humanity. You could be walking away from people that you just don't vibe with anymore, that you don't resonate anymore with. You know, the group was cool for a while, but your beliefs are changing now. So now you're looking for a different group to kind of, you know, be with at this point. With the new moon in Cancer in your 5th house, it's time for you to have fun and celebrate. This is Leo's house. The 5th house is passion, all about having fun, kind of like childlike memories and stuff, and, you know, acting like an inner child kind of things. So having fun, going out after this new moon is going to probably be really important for you guys, and I would say it would be important for your soul too. That is why it's coming through. You just need that time to let go and to have some fun. There's been a lot of seriousness, I know, just going on in the world in general. Pisces, you are, you know, empathic, you know, you're feeling all of this, and sometimes it's time to just like cut all that off and, you know, just go have fun kind of thing is what I'm feeling like for you guys. And this is going to be the month that you guys are going to do that. So, anything on the back? All right. Let's see what's coming through with the cards for Pisces, July 2nd. What does Pisces need to know for July 2nd? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. And it stopped raining here, y'all. It is beautiful right now, actually. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. What does Pisces need to know? We have the Fool. That's the overall energy. So you guys are definitely starting down a new path. And you may be leaving, like I said, some people behind. I could see that where you're cutting off friend groups. Yes, inner child, perfect for Pisces. I do agree with that. I think it's important that we all tap into that, but definitely Pisces for sure too, because I feel like things can get intense and extreme a lot of times. Yeah. We have the 5 of Swords. So I feel like you are ending a conflict with someone, Pisces. We have the King of Pentacles. It could be an earth sign that you're dealing with. But at the same time, this feels like a lot of you are trying to just get to that wealth, to that comfort, that stability, and there's something that is kind of holding you back. and you're ready to make some, you know, changes and to make some, I just saw 144.44 on the time. You're ready to make these changes so you can get to this stability here too. So whatever thoughts that you're having about making changes, I would say Spirit is guiding you to do these. Even if people are kind of trying to hold you back. We have the King of Swords here. So I would say, you know, keep balanced, keep fair here, you guys. You know, definitely. Oh, hold on, y'all, real quick. Sorry, I just saw the. Hold on, y'all. Oh, there's the cat. Sorry, y'all, only in Alabama. Okay, the pig had gotten out of her pen, and I had to make sure that she was okay. I'm sorry about that. I just don't want her wandering off into the neighbor's yard. All right, so I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, so back to Pisces. So I felt like that there's something that you're trying to get to this stability, but you're kind of afraid to take this step forward too. But once again, creating that balance in your life is going to be really important. It really is. And I'm going to actually draw on this Fool card too. So I feel like there's been a conflict. The weather is, oh wait, you're asking. It stopped raining here. But like I said, the pig decided to get out and I was like, oh no. Because I can see your pen where I'm at. So you have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you guys have this idea, but there's something that is holding you back, but you can trust yourself. That's been a big thing too. Trusting your own intuition is going to be a big deal. There's a lot of things from the past holding us back, and that's why we're talking about karmic stuff, because this karmic stuff is heavy, and we'll think back, well, this didn't work before, or this didn't turn out before, kind of thing. And so now it's really time for us to trust more, and definitely for you, Pisces, you know, since you guys are, you know, working with, it says activism and stuff like that too. And, you know, you're working with people, you're wanting to put yourself out there, kind of share with humanity and stuff more. I would trust that if that's what you're really wanting to do, because that's where Spirit is wanting to guide you. And it's really, I feel like, you know, leading you towards your stability also. You actually have two kings, and a lot of times this means that you're going to get help from an outside source. To, you know, wealthier people may like fund a business kind of thing. So if you have a business idea and you're kind of afraid to pursue it, or you're afraid to put yourself out there, I wouldn't be at all. I really feel that you guys would be supported in this 100%. Now for July 2nd, I just feel like there's just this conflict that's kind of coming through that I keep looking at and seeing. But I feel that it has to do with this overall idea and passion that you guys are having. So just don't let it hold you back. I really feel like you guys should keep moving forward. I feel like this is important, especially with the reading that you guys had for July, because I feel like a lot of things are going to unfold for you. So keep pressing forward, and trusting yourself, trusting your intuition for sure. And I feel like you guys are going to get some help from some outside sources, maybe even just some advice too, but definitely you can trust yourself right now. All right, my dear Pisces friends, I'm sorry that I ran out in the middle of your reading. That was a little crazy, but that's part of the live. Yep, it definitely was the piggy. I saw her and I was like, do I run or do I not run? Like, all right, I hope it resonated with you guys too. I know a lot of you guys, though, are working on businesses and different things, And I could really sense from that reading too, for Pisces, you guys specifically, that there's just this heaviness from other people. But I get that a lot of times too. I want to say even like there's people that are older than us and other generations, not always 100%. I'm not trying to put anybody down. I know for me, like my parents specifically, they don't watch this or whatever. I know they don't, but they have a lot of heavy opinions towards me. My whole family does. So I can see that, honestly, and other people that are like their age. They're very like, it has to be this way, or, you know, it's not going to work for you. They don't like anything outside of the box, really. Ah, nice. So you did just quit your job. So what are your plans next? Did you have like an idea for a new business, or you just rolling with it at this point? Which I'm totally understandable with all that. Like I'm the one, I have not gone to a 9 to 5, honestly, in probably 10 years. Before I did this, I was a website designer, graphic designer. That's what I did. And I worked from home. Yes, outside of the box is the way to go. I do agree with that. Moving across country. See, that's the kind of stuff that's fun though. Like, we're only here for a short amount of time. Why not do something you want to do? Why not do something that is fun? Like, I don't know. I feel like we get wrapped up a lot of times in stress. I mean, it really is. It's just stress. And it mainly stems down to money. And I hate that sometimes. That's really cool. Music is really awesome. Drumming. You could do beats. I used to make beats with Acid DJ back when I was like 19. You know, I was younger then, but I love to do that. I always liked music, so definitely go for it. Anything that you have your heart into will be successful, trust me, because that's what's going to keep you driving forward. That's what's going to be the energy that is fueling you. Definitely just keep following your heart though. We are in a society that tells us to not follow our heart. It tells us to follow our pockets. And I don't agree with that at all. Yeah, definitely. I'll follow you guys too. I'll promote it. I'm all about helping other people also. I think that would be fun. All right, my dear friends, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to jump off here for the evening. And I really appreciate y'all hanging in here with me. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And listening, because, I mean, we went through a lot of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do. I'm going to be back on tomorrow to do another reading. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Michael. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I hope you guys have a super blessed evening. Have a good night.